Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. It's Fia here. I also go by Body by Fia, personal trainer and content creator, fitness content creator.
I'm glad you with me through them downfalls. You take me to farthest. If I got you, then life is good regardless. She my pretty Mona Lisa. She gon' pull up in that Beamer. I call this my little letter to a Fia.
Y'all, so we are doing the only 5 dumbbell workouts that you need to grow a dumpy in the gym as a beginner. I'm going to be walking you guys through the 5 different workouts that I stuck to for about, I wanna say 4 to 5 months. But for you all, you don't have to do it for as long as I did. It is just what I did so I could get myself a little more comfortable in the gym, but you definitely don't have to stick to that same routine for that long. I recommend that you at least do it for 4 to 6 weeks in order to see some real results before moving on to more complex workouts. So without further ado, we are going to get into these workouts, and guys, I promise you, if it worked for me, it could work for you too. All you have to do is follow this at least 3 times a week. Make sure you are eating, and getting your protein in. So let's get right into it. I am going to do a voiceover. I'll be showing the workouts from different angles, just so you guys can see how your form should be, and so on and so forth. Alright y'all, so we are starting off with some sumo squats. For this particular exercise, you want to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart, slightly pointed outwards, and your hips are tucked. Then you also want to make sure that your chin is tucked as well, so you are feeling it within the right muscle. You should be feeling this throughout your glutes and your quads. Alrighty, so next we have B stance RDLs. For this one, it is just like the standard RDLs, but you are just focusing on one leg at a time. So for this one, you also want to make sure that your hips are tucked, and also you are hinging on your way down. So you are pushing your hips all the way back till they can't go any further, and then you begin to bend your knees. So you are making it more glute focused rather than quad focused. And you also want to make sure on your way up, you are keeping soft knees. Do not overextend your knees. Just like that, baby. Yes, the glutes will be on fire. Okay, so this right here is an alternative. If you are having trouble feeling the RDL within your glutes, you want to just put one foot up on the wall and create that same hinging motion in order to practice before going on. Alright, so next up, we have some hip thrusts. We are wiping down the bench, and we are going to get right into these hip thrusts. And I don't think I mentioned earlier, but you want to start off with a pretty light weight before going heavy, just to make sure that your form is right and you're feeling it all in the right places. So a low weight and high rep is something that you should start off with. Here we are making sure that our chin is tucked, eyes are forward, and no arching on the way down. So something to prevent you from creating that arch, which is naturally bound to happen, is tucking of the hips. And most importantly, squeeze at the top. Alrighty, so after completing the glute bridges, we get straight into cast glute bridges, and then we end with a hold till failure. Just like that. Engaging the core. Squeezing at the top. You should feel that burn all within your glutes. Okay, next up, Bulgarian split squats. I really have a love-hate relationship with these, but y'all, the burn literally feels so good. So you want to be leaning forward to make it more glute focused more than anything, and you want to keep that chin tucked and your hips tucked as well. You should be feeling this in your glutes and your quads slightly, but mostly your glutes. So you're gonna drop the weight and then pulse. And yeah. I need you right now, can't waste no time. Next leg. Y'all, I am just winging, okay? Winging this voiceover. But for these, you just really want to take your time and really work on form before anything. And I also do put the plate underneath my working leg just so I can feel it more in my glutes. On fire. Alright, so next up are the reliable goblet squats. So this is mainly quad focused. So this one you want to have a slight lean forward, chin tucked as always. Drop the weight. Give me 10 more. Pulse it, pulse it, pulse it. Yes, look at those quads. The burn is real, okay? Alright, so we're not done just yet. We are going to go into some side to sides. 10 side to sides, which is both glute and quad focused. So you should be feeling these in both your glutes and quads. Just like that. Okay, last but not least, my absolute favorite. So step ups remind me so much of RDLs. So you are hinging on your way down, letting your foot touch the ground, but you are powering back up with the foot that's on the bench, so which is your working leg. And it is very important that you do not use the foot that is going down on the ground to power yourself back up, because evidently you're not working your leg. You're not working the working leg that's on the bench. So yeah, I feel like these are pretty straightforward. They remind me much of RDLs, and yeah, you should feel that burn straight in the glutes. And if you have a hard time keeping your balance, it's okay to put your foot back on the bench when you come back up, just to help you find that balance again.
Girl, you know you fine, just like wow. Whatever you want, wait, I'll be your genie. Take you up out of that Honda, inside of a bikini. You might love him, but tonight you're mine. You might love him, but tonight you're mine. I want your mind, I want your mind. Yeah.
Alright, y'all, that is the secret sauce to the gains. And if you want more, you can visit my website bodybyfia.co, where I have fitness plans for specific goals. And y'all, please stay consistent. Like, motivation, it won't get you there. Discipline will get you there. So make sure you stay consistent, stay disciplined, and just figure out your why. Once you find out your why, your journey will literally skyrocket. And I like to tell everybody, my clients, my supporters, that it's more than just a physical or a physique type of thing when it comes to fitness. It's not all about how you look, but it's also about what it does for you mentally, emotionally. The physical part of it is a plus. I would also like to mention that nutrition plays a huge part. I know I said this in the beginning, but I just want to overemphasize that if you're not eating correctly, you're wasting your time. So you want to make sure that you are getting the right nutrients and, prioritizing that protein, so you can be able to see that real transformation within yourself. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Yes, thank you guys again, and please let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next. Love y'all.
You gon' pull up in that Beamer. I call this my little letter to a Fia.